Have you ever felt like everything around you was falling apart? Like every step you take is heading toward an abyss, and nothing makes sense anymore? Maybe you're in that moment right now, with a tired mind, a heavy heart, and an inner voice whispering, "Give up, it's not worth it anymore." But before you make any decision, listen to this. Even if everything seems uncertain and lost, God's grace continues to hold you up. Yes, even in the midst of chaos, there is an invisible strength holding you upright. And in this video, you'll understand why you shouldn't give up, even when everything seems over. Many people who live miracles today were also once confronted by despair. People who thought they had no way out, but discovered in their darkest hour that God had never stopped being present. That's what we're going to talk about now. How, even on the darkest days, there is a light that doesn't fade away. Perhaps you're waiting for an answer, a sign, or just some relief. And this message might be exactly what God is using to speak to you today. Stay with me until the end. This video isn't just a motivational message. It's a soul-to-soul conversation meant to remind you of something essential. You are not alone, and you're not fighting in vain. Every tear you've shed has been seen. Every pain has been noticed. God is working even when you can't see it. And if you feel like you don't have any strength left, maybe it's time to allow Him to carry you in His arms, because that's exactly what grace does. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. If you enjoy messages that nourish your faith and renew your hope, then this is the place for you. Here, you will never walk alone. Now take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a second and answer me. What has been taking your peace lately? Share it in the comments below. Opening your heart is the first step toward healing. Now, let's dive together into this journey of restoration and faith. There are moments when we feel like life has completely slipped out of our hands. Plans collapse, doors close, and everything that seemed certain suddenly becomes a big question mark. In these moments, it's normal to feel fear. It's normal to feel pain. But it's precisely at this point that many people make the mistake of believing that God has moved away. No, He's closer than ever. His grace doesn't depend on circumstances. It's constant, faithful, and invisibly present, even when you think you're alone. Think of how many times you've already gone through storms and in the end realized you survived them all. That pain, which seemed unbearable, you overcame it. That phase that felt endless, it passed too. That's no coincidence. It's grace. It's God's hand holding you up without you even realizing it. He doesn't promise absence from struggles, but He guarantees His presence during battles. And that changes everything, because those who walk with God, even when they fall, rise again. Even when wounded, they keep going. And even while crying, they know there is a tomorrow prepared by the One who can do all things. Now tell me in the comments, when was the last time you felt God holding you up, even when you didn't understand how? Sharing that could strengthen someone who feels weak today. Your testimony might be the bridge between someone's pain and the hope they need to find again. Don't underestimate the impact of your experiences. When everything gets dark, remember, God's silence is not absence, it's strategy. He's not ignoring you, He's preparing you. Often, heaven remains silent because it's time for you to learn to trust, even without seeing. And that is faith. The kind of faith that moves mountains, the faith that breaks chains, the faith that turns uncertainty into certainty, the faith that holds you up when you can no longer stand. Keep going. What seems like confusion today will become clarity tomorrow. What is pain today will become strength tomorrow, and you will look back and thank God for not giving up, because God's grace has never failed, and it won't fail now. Do you know that phase of life that feels like an endless desert, where prayers seem to hit the ceiling and everything feels dry, cold, and meaningless? These are the valleys we all face, and it's in this place that many people lose hope. But it's also here that God's grace works most powerfully. Because when you have nowhere else to run, that's when you begin to realize only God can sustain your soul. Grace isn't a theory. It's a real force. It's what makes you get out of bed when everything inside you wants to give up. It's what pushes you forward, even without seeing results. It's what holds you up when the ground gives way. It's like that invisible hug you feel amid tears. It's a peace that makes no human sense, yet takes over your heart when you simply decide to trust. Just like that, trust. Often, we want to understand everything, but there are moments when not understanding is part of the process. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to believe there is a purpose and that God's hand remains upon your life even when you can't see it. Because true faith is not based on what your eyes see, but on what your heart believes. Don't forget, the valley isn't the end. It's just the path. And those who walk with God through the valley arrive stronger on the mountain. You're not being punished, you're being shaped. And when all this passes, because it will pass, you'll understand why you had to cross that desert. And you'll realize that God's grace never left you. There are battles only you know, silent fights, fought behind closed doors, where no one sees, no one understands, and no one supports. But God sees, God understands, and God sustains. Sometimes all you need is one truth. You're not carrying this weight alone. His presence is with you. His grace is like a midday shadow, constant, protective, alive. And that presence is enough to transform any situation, no matter how bad it seems. The struggle is real, I know, but God's presence is even more real. There's no pain He cannot heal. There's no night He cannot turn into morning. God is not impressed by the size of your storm. He is greater than it, and when you cry out, He answers. When you stay silent, He hears you. And when you think you're at the end, He shows you it's only the beginning, the new beginning that comes from above. Many people give up just one step before victory. Don't be one of them. If you hold strong today, tomorrow the answer may come. And when it does, you'll understand why you needed to hold tight, even when everything screamed, give up. Because there is purpose in the wait. There is a plan in the silence. There is an invisible hand protecting you, even when you don't feel it. Now speak to me in the comments. What has been your biggest battle lately? Write without fear. This is a safe space. Sometimes just getting it off your chest begins to bring relief. And be assured, your pain matters to God. He cares about you. He doesn't want you to carry this burden alone. Keep going. His presence never fails. And even if you can't see the way now, He is preparing something. And when the right time comes, everything will make sense. Until then, trust. Grace is enough for you. We've reached the end of this video, but the message must echo within you. Don't give up. Even if everything seems uncertain, even if everything seems lost, God's grace continues to hold you up. You may be living the worst moment of your life now, but God still controls everything. He still writes impossible stories. He still turns tears into strength. And He still believes in you, even when you no longer believe in yourself. Grace is this undeserved favor that doesn't depend on merit. It's a gift, it's a shield, it's support, and it's exactly what has kept you standing until today, even without you realizing it. While the enemy tried to bring you down, God was already preparing your deliverance. While you cried, He gathered every tear. While you thought everything was lost, He whispered, "Child, I am here." And that's all you need to keep going. If this message spoke to you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any words God might be using to restore your life. Leave a like. It helps this message reach more people. And of course, share this video with someone who needs to hear this today. Someone you love, someone who is about to give up. You didn't make it here by accident. God brought you to this video because He wanted to remind you of something. He hasn't given up on you, and if He hasn't given up, neither can you. Rise up, breathe, keep moving forward. The journey may be hard, but you are not alone. Grace is holding you up, and it will carry you to the very end. Now it's up to you. Strengthen yourself in this truth. God is still writing your story. And although today's pages may be stained with pain, He has already written an ending full of victory. Don't give up. because grace continues, especially when everything seems lost. May God bless you, and until next time.